Most poultry farmers lose more money through feed than through disease. It's a harsh truth that goes unnoticed in many flocks. We often worry about vaccines, biosecurity, and production targets, but forget that feed, your single highest cost in poultry production, up to 70% of total expenses, can be a silent profit killer if mismanaged. You may think your birds are doing fine, but if you're making even one of these 7 feeding mistakes, you're bleeding cash and compromising performance. Worse, you might not even realize it. Let's talk about what's really draining your margins and how to fix it. Hey farmers, as you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more practical tips on raising faster growing broilers, boosting egg production in layers, getting bigger and stronger eggs, and keeping your chicks healthier, all using natural, organic methods. Our expert insights on feeding, disease prevention, and cost-saving strategies will take your farm to the next level. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Now, let's get back to today's video. Here's 7 ways how to stop the financial bleeding, one correction at a time. 1. Feeding the wrong feed for the bird stage. You can't expect maximum output if your inputs are mismatched. Broiler chicks, growing pullets, and laying hens all have drastically different nutritional requirements. For example, a starter feed should contain 20 to 24% crude protein for broiler chicks to support rapid tissue development. But that same feed would be wasteful and even harmful for layers who need only around 16 to 18% protein but much higher calcium of 3.5 to 4% for eggshell production. Feeding grower or finisher feed to chicks delays early growth and increases vulnerability to diseases. Conversely, feeding starter rations too long burns money on excess protein and leads to excessive nitrogen excretion, raising litter ammonia levels and harming flock health. Fix it by using phased rations designed for each stage. Broilers, starter phase between 0 to 10 days, grower phase between 11 to 24 days, and finisher phase over 25 days to market day. Layers, chick starter phase between 0 to week 6, grower phase between week 7 to week 14, prelay phase between week 15 to week 17, layer feeds from week 18 onward. Work with a poultry nutritionist to formulate precise diets based on your breed, performance goals, and local feed ingredients. 2. Overfeeding or underfeeding. Both cost you. It's not just about what you feed, but how much. Overfeeding leads to obesity, poor egg production, leg problems, and higher feed wastage. Underfeeding causes stunted growth, poor immunity, and delayed sexual maturity. Worse, you might have uniformity issues, where some birds grow well while others lag behind, creating management nightmares. In layers, overconditioned birds with body condition score greater than 3.5 out of 5 produce fewer eggs with thinner shells. In broilers, overfeeding before market increases abdominal fat and worsens feed conversion ratio. Fix it by weighing feed. Monitor intake and match it to the target growth curve. For example, broilers should consume 2.8 to 3.2 kilograms of feed to reach 2.0 to 2.2 kilograms live weight in 6 weeks. Layers consume 100 to 110 grams per day. Adjust according to climate, bird age, and production phase. Use feed trough space guidelines of 4 to 6 centimeters per bird for broilers, 7 to 10 centimeters for layers to ensure uniform access.
More often, your flock might be getting sick, your hens might be producing less eggs, and your birds might not be growing faster as you'll desire. Worry not, we have created an ebook with more than 49 natural organic herbs that will ensure a faster growth for your birds, ensure that your hens lay more eggs, and ensure that your birds have an enhanced health through treating diseases and pest eradication. These herbs ranges from simple and available products such as garlic and ginger to moringa, mango leaves, and pawpaw. This ebook explains each natural product or herb using a very simple layout. Background information, biochemical composition, benefits for the poultry birds, preparation, and finally inclusion levels or dosages. So you'll be able to apply the information even if you're a beginner farmer. On top of that, you will get free consultations to help you achieve your desired goals. Get the ebook using the link in the description of this video or scan the QR code on the screen right now. Are you ready to make more money farming poultry organically?
3. Poor feed storage practices. You can have the best feed formulation in the world, but it's worthless if it's moldy or infested. Feed is hygroscopic, meaning it absorbs moisture from the air. When stored in damp or hot environments, it becomes a breeding ground for fungi like Aspergillus and Fusarium, which produce aflatoxins and other mycotoxins. Even at low levels, these toxins suppress immunity, reduce feed intake, and increase mortality. Rodents and insects also degrade feed quality and introduce pathogens like Salmonella. Fix it by: store feed off the floor, use pallets, in a cool, dry place with proper ventilation. First in, first out, rotate stock. Avoid storing feed for more than 2 to 3 weeks, especially in tropical climates. Use toxin binders if you suspect mold contamination. Regularly test feed samples for moisture content and signs of spoilage. 4. Inconsistent or poor water quality. Here's something that surprises many. Poor water means poor feed intake. Water isn't just hydration, it's a nutrient. Birds consume 1.5 to 2 times more water than feed by weight. If water is dirty, contaminated, or limited, birds reduce feed intake significantly. The result? Reduced growth, low egg output, and higher disease incidence. In broilers, even a 5% drop in water consumption can reduce growth rates by over 10%. Fix it by: provide unlimited access to clean, cool water. Flush lines daily. Clean drinkers weekly. Test water every 3 to 6 months for E. coli, pH. Target 6.5 to 7.5 and total dissolved solids. Consider adding organic acids to improve palatability and reduce microbial load. Water is the cheapest and most overlooked nutritional tool. Use it well. 5. Feeding at irregular times. Birds thrive on routine. Inconsistent feeding times cause stress, reduce feed efficiency, and disrupt digestive enzyme cycles. Stress from irregular feeding can elevate corticosterone levels, reducing feed efficiency and compromising immunity. In layers, it can even reduce peak production or cause temporary egg drops. Fix it by: feed at consistent times each day. Split feeding for layers, morning and evening, improves calcium utilization and eggshell quality. In hot climates, feed during cooler hours, early morning, late evening, to improve intake and reduce heat stress. Use lighting programs in controlled houses to support feeding behavior. In open houses, plan feeding around sunrise and sunset. 6. Ignoring feed formulation and nutrient balance. A feed is only as good as its formulation, and guesswork doesn't work. Using generic or copy-paste rations often results in either excess nutrients, costly, or deficiencies, performance loss. Common issues include calcium-phosphorus imbalance, inadequate amino acids like methionine, lysine, or low energy density. Let's say your feed lacks enough methionine. You'll see poor feathering, reduced egg size, and growth retardation. Excess salt, wet droppings, and litter issues. Too much crude fiber, low digestibility. Fix it by: use feed formulation software or work with a poultry nutritionist. Base diets on locally available ingredients, but ensure nutrient specs are met. Use feed-grade premixes, enzymes, amino acids, and correct feed particle size: 0.8 to 1.2 millimeters for chicks, 2 to 3 millimeters for growers, 3 to 4 millimeters for layers. Don't rely on what others are doing. Nutritional precision pays off. 7. Neglecting feeder hygiene and maintenance. Would you eat from a dirty plate? Your birds shouldn't either. Feeders accumulate dust, mold, fecal matter, and leftover stale feed. This creates a perfect environment for harmful bacteria like Clostridium, E. coli, and Salmonella to thrive. Dirty feeders also repel birds, leading to lower intake and uneven growth. Fix it by clean feeders at least once a week, more often in humid conditions. Scrub and disinfect with food-safe solutions. Check for rusted, broken, or sharp parts that can injure birds. Calibrate automatic feeders regularly to prevent over or under delivery. Maintaining feeder hygiene is one of the lowest cost, highest impact improvements you can make. Here's a quick win to remember. You don't need a miracle to improve profits, just consistency. Even correcting one or two of these feeding mistakes can lead to noticeable gains in bird performance, uniformity, and final revenue. The truth is, feeding isn't just about giving birds something to eat. It's a science. A precise, profit-driving tool that can either push your business forward or quietly sabotage it. The difference lies in how much attention you pay to the details. If you're struggling with slow growth, high FCR, poor egg production, or just not seeing the return you expect, look first to your feeding system. Audit your practices. Track your numbers. Clean your systems. Rethink your feed strategy. The bottom line? You can't control global feed prices, but you can absolutely control how well you manage what you feed. And that alone can mean the difference between survival and success in poultry production. Want to take this further? Set up a feed evaluation with your local poultry nutritionist or veterinary consultant. Small tweaks today could unlock thousands in hidden profits tomorrow. In the meantime, learn how to make your own broiler and layers chicken feeds by clicking on the video on the screen.